Welcome to this video. What we're going to do is show you step by step how to do a Mint grading submission. So this is going to be somewhat live, so we are going to speed through probably me typing some things. So number one, you want to make sure you have enough funds in your account. So for me, I have a couple of cards, so let's just kind of go through this even. So I have cash, and there's also Tangerine, which I use specifically for the card investment. So that's what we're going to be doing for that. So that's what you want to do. Make sure you secure your funds. And then the next thing you want to do is organize your cards. So in here, we've also got some of Kevin's cards that I put at the front. He is going to be grading 8 cards. I'm going to be grading about 20 to 25 cards. And I'm going to show you how to do this. So before we even get started, this is what we want to do. So we'll probably even just cut to the overhead. But this is going to be my Alexi card, and there's going to be 2 Alexis, but it's obvious because one of the cards isn't very good. And what you want to do, I'm not a big fan of the sleeves, but it's something that we use for grading. So what you want to do is kind of pinch the sides and be very careful. And then from here, you know, if you do pinch a little bit on the sides, it should come in pretty easily here. Trying to show you on camera, and that's it. You know, we want to be very careful. So that's going to be one of the main cards that we submit for grading. So once you secure your funds and you have your cards that you want to grade, and then you've also put them into these sleeves, so this is going to be Ultra Pro. It makes it pretty compact, and you know, they're all together. If you want, we do have a video as well how to identify which cards to grade. So we do have the 4 grading criterias: the corners, surface, edges, and the centering. Basically, you can take a magnifying glass like this. You want to have the card out of the sleeves, and then you want to check for all those. But we do have a video. You can check that out as well. So let's get right to it. Let's show you how to submit cards for grading. So you want to go to mint.com. So if we look on the website here, there's 2-day, 6-day, 30-day, and 90-day. And 90-day, I really like the idea because, you know, you can grade cards for $11, and then you also have 15 if you do 1 to 10 cards. But again, $11 if you do 25 cards or more. So that could be good. However, we want to get these cards fast. So a couple things. So hockey and Pokemon specifically are doing well for flipping online, especially in Facebook groups. That's what I want to do. All these cards that I'm sending, I want to flip. I want to sell them. I want to make profit. I don't want to see them anymore. My long-term cards, I'm just waiting because PSA is backed up right now. So my thing is, if we can do 30-day and hit 26 to 74 cards. So if we look at the comparison, you know, we could get $11, but we got to wait 90 days. And the reason I don't want to wait 90 days is because hockey is going to be close to, you know, finished by then. And that's if everything goes as scheduled. So if we do 30 days, we can get $16 a card Canadian. So that's about, you know, $13 US about. And then we could do 26 cards at a minimum. So if we do 26 cards, which we have about 35 cards. And then we'll get them at $16 a card, which is good. And we live only about 3 to 4 hours away from this company. So we're not crossing the border. We have COVID, so we're dealing with that. We want to get these, flip them, and that's it. Again, 90 days, $11 seems attractive, but the time, you got to look at the time. And they even have a chart here. So if we were to submit today, which we are before 8 p.m., today is January 8th, 3:20 p.m., so I want to submit before 8. If we look here, if we do 30 days and we submit today, we will have our cards back in February. So at the end of next month. So hopefully hockey, they'll be playing. So we'll get the hockey cards back, a little bit of basketball for playoffs when that comes around. And then we'll also have Pokemon, so we can flip all those. So we're going to be showing you all the cards as well, so don't worry. This is just showing you my first grading submission. So yeah, submitting to Mint. So let's do this. I have done a bit of research, so I'm a little more familiar now. But what we want to do is start off by inserting everything right here, and we'll save as we go. So if we add a card, we can already hit save. Let's go to the full screen. So what we're going to do is begin with our cards. Let's start off with hockey. So everything hockey we're going to do. We already know that Kevin has his cards, so his are the first 8. But we're going to ignore that because he knows which cards he has. We already wrote them down. And again, he's got 8 cards, so we know. So what I'm going to do is just organize these by kind of hockey and year. So we're going to put all the Pokemon together. Well, basketball, bit of baseball, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! This will help us be a little bit quicker. We're all organized, everything is set up. Let's cut to the other camera. I'm going to show you how to do this, at least from what I know. We're going to see if this works out. You know, if I make a mistake, let me know. But at the time of this video, there's nobody showing how to grade mint. So for the most part, I don't think people have made any good videos on this. So let's start off with the first one. So we're going to start off with hockey. And then if we look at the back of the card here, it's going to be somewhat hard to see, but you're basically going to have the company name, and that's going to be Upper Deck. But if we look at the year, it's going to say 2020. And of course, this is a 2021 card. So we want to do 2021. So 2021, and we're going to put Upper Deck. And what's cool is that they already have a lot of this working for us. So set name, this is a Series 1 card. And I know that because I've sold some of the boxes. So it's going to be Series 1. And subset name, that is going to be Young Gun. So Young Guns. And then we're going to put Alexi Lafreniere. And then that's going to be card 201. And I know that because I've been building the set. So card 201. And then we also have serial. I believe that is if the card is numbered. And then for a serial number, this isn't like a special parallel or anything. So card 201 should work for that. So then we'll put a 99 value on that. And then for sleeve, yeah, we'll just check that because we're sleeving our cards, I guess, and go to the next card. So we have another Alexi. So what we're going to do is just put hockey, and I'm just going to copy paste these, I guess. So then what we're going to do is copy and paste those. And again, if I am doing a step wrong, put down in the comments below, because nobody has a video on this, which is kind of disappointing. And for the declared value, let's just do $199 because this card is selling, you know, $200 to $300. And as I go, just for now, I'm just gonna put the cards in this box, so just so we kind of know where everything's at and it's, you know, kind of organized. We're gonna add more cards. So we got more hockey. And the main thing I'm gonna do, I know these are all Young Guns, I'm pretty sure. So here we're gonna look, and on the back, 2016, 2017 Upper Deck Series 1. And these are cards we're just testing. We're seeing how they do. We'll put 99, and then again, that's basically how you do it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to add some more cards for hockey, and we're going to speed up the process a little bit. So we're at the last couple cards for hockey here, and if we look, we have card number 10. It's going to be Artemi Panarin. So again, same process. You can kind of tell some of the cards, they look very similar because they're from the same, like exact same sets. Some are also just Series 1 and Series 2, but they have the same kind of characteristics. So at least for hockey, this has been pretty cool so far. So Artemi, and then they have a lot of names already preset, which is pretty sweet as well. And I did notice that Jack Eichel and Svechnikov had the same card number. So we got Panarin in, and then this is going to be Kevin's Kyle Connor. So it's going to be 2016. So that's the end of the road for hockey. So we have our hockey in our box. That's how you put in your hockey. That's why we're grading right now in the off season before hockey starts. So some of these are going to be a little more expensive, especially some of these cards at the end there. So now that we finished with hockey, let's get into the Wizards of the Coast base Pokemon. So let's cut right to it. Let's see our screen here. So we're going to start off with Pokemon. We'll see where we're at. This is going to be a Charmander. So I have tons of Pokemon. We're picking these up dirt cheap. We picked these up at a really good time. I would say, you know, cards like this, I might not even be able to sell because this is a legendary card. I'm not sure what it'll grade. None of these cards, I'm not expecting to get like, you know, a mint 9.5 on really any of these Pokemon. But if I can get an 8, you know, 7, 8, or 9, that would be amazing because, you know, these are shadowless. These are going to be, you know, worth grading, worth putting in. So you want to think about that. We're being strategic in the sense that we're grading hockey and Pokemon and selling here in Canada. So that's going to be a big part as well. So I believe these are 1999 cards. I think that's when these were officially printed. They have different things on here, like, you know, it's 1999 Wizards of the Coast, but then they also have different, you know, copyrights for, you know, 1995, 96. But from what I know, that's what that's going to be. We're just going to put Pokemon there. So Pokemon, and then we're going to put the set name. That's going to be base set. And then the subset is going to be Wizards of the Coast. And then here we're going to put Charmander, shadowless. So the reason you could tell this shadowless because there's no shadow on the right side. So actually this card is not shadowless. This card is. And I don't even think they'd make shadowless of that anyways. So again, just try to organize your cards as best as possible. It makes the processing a little bit easier. So for these cards, this is 46 of 102. So this is going to be 46 of 102. And then serial number, I think that's for numbered cards. So I'm not even going to mess around with that. They'll know what this is. This isn't a very, you know, complex thing. It's just a Charmander. So we'll do 99 on that one. And then we'll save. So we'll continue with Pokemon. So let's finish off with some more Pokemon. We have Charizards. We have 3 of them, one of which is Kevin's here. We also have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Thrown into the mix. So let's get right to it. Let's finish this up. Sometimes it's 2020, 20 whatever. And I think it's still just Pokemon, not TCG. So it says just Pokemon. That's what they're putting on here. And of course, this is going to be the Darkness Ablaze. I know that because I'm building a set. So by the way, this is the first VMAX. I'm going to flip this, but I'm keeping 2 long term. You know, this is a nice card. This should grade well as well. So that's what we have for that card. Boom, done. Now this one, I did a bit of research beforehand just to make sure. And I did a bit of research on this, and I believe this is from like the XY. But again, what we could do is type it in on eBay. So what I do is I go M Charizard, and I just know that this is the EX, and then it's also card 69 of 106. Okay, and this is a pretty rare card. So there we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize somebody else's listing. So when I go here, I can gather information through this. So nothing I see here. So if I go to another card, there you go. So you can see Flash Fire Ultra Rare. Okay, so that's what we need. So Pokemon XY. So we know that is probably the set, the XY. And then we also have Flash Fire, which is probably the subset. That's what I'm thinking this is. So again, the set, Flash Fire. It's a Mega Charizard. So Flash Fire is the set. To be honest, I am not 100% sure on this. I'm probably like 40% sure. And I'm still going to send this card because I'm crazy, guys. And with, you know, knowing the card number, 69, they'll know like what it's worth. So it looks like we're done with the Pokemon. This is what we have left. Of course, Kevin's got to throw in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go say that this is like a $200 card. So if we go into the information, that's the manufacturer, and then we're looking for the card and set name. But I know it's from the Pharaoh servant. That should be enough information. They should be able to figure that out. So $199, and that's going to be that card. So now we're moving on to a little bit of baseball. So we got baseball, and we got a Topps Chrome Pete Alonso. We have so many of these cards. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have submitted 35 cards. And I'm just going to count again and go over everything. That's the most important thing. You want to go over everything. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 35 cards. Okay. We want to make sure we're under 30 days. If we did 90, it would be great. But, you know, we don't want the stuff to come in a decade. We need it before that. So we need to get our stuff before then. So now if we proceed to payment, so it's going to be $676. So not too bad for 30 cards. Still about $20 a card, pretty much. We're going to send this to the house. And then we're going to proceed. So you want to go over everything. I've gone over everything quite a few times. What we're going to do is we're going to pay with the Tangerine account. So that's what we're going to use. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit pay now. So now we're going to return to the merchant. And then you can see a list of all the cards here. So I just went into the email. Once they confirm the order, everything is on hold till they confirm it. Once it processes, then we can move on to the next step. We'll show you how to package everything and move on to the next stage. Okay, so we have 35 cards here and also on our screen there. So how do we ship this? How do we properly package this? Well, we have a small box. This should be a good size. This is where the cards are going to fit in. And this is how I do it. And this is how I've heard to do it. So basically what I'm doing is I'm grabbing something soft like bubble mailers, and I'm putting one of these at the bottom. So right out the gate, we have a nice soft spot for the cards to be in. That's what it is. You're protecting the cards and making it pretty easy for when they get the cards. So, and again, you don't have to put cards in these top loaders, I don't believe. But they do like it. It's easier for them to do. Imagine you're doing tons of cards every day. This is easy to take in and out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to divide both stacks, and we're going to make sure that nothing gets damaged here. So we got the Alexis right here too. So we got 2 Alexis, and we're just going to do this. And then I got these nice little pieces here of cardboard, and this is what we're going to use to kind of support it. So we're going to put one on the back, and then we're going to put another one just on this back here. And then what we're going to do is get a couple pieces of tape here. We don't need a lot, but with the tape we can just lightly go over and just keep everything together. Okay, this doesn't have to be crushed in there. We just need 4 little pieces. And again, you want to use painter's tape. Don't use Scotch tape yet. That's for the box, never around the cards. And that's fine in my estimation. This is going to be fine. I want it kind of loose, but also I don't want it leaving anywhere. So maybe we'll even add one more piece here. Okay, so we got 2 little stacks. We put a piece of cardboard on both ends, and then we also put tape around it, okay? And then that's gonna go inside the box that is already cushioned, okay? So that ain't going anywhere. It's gonna be nice and soft. And then what I have is just some extra stuff from old packages or recent packages that we got. What I'm gonna do is just put those on the sides. But first, let's just grab one of these and just put it in between the next stack. Okay? So again, cardboard on both ends. Okay? And find something that's relatively close to the cards. You don't want to, do anything that will wreck the cards. And just be gentle. Again, just softly wrap that around. Just like that. Then you could readjust the height. And that's pretty much it. We'll grab a couple more just for safety. So now we have 2 nice stacks. And then just think with your head, like think logically, like, if this is in here, you don't want it moving around too much. So then put something like that there. That one's got our address on it. And we're just gonna put a couple of these around. Just shove those in there. And then now this is gonna ship with ease. We even grab some tape just to keep it nice and tidy here. So now if this is moving around, like this is fine. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your order and then you're going to make sure your order is in here. You can even write 30 days on it if you're doing 30-day service. And then you're gonna take this and then you're gonna seal the top, okay? Take this, you're gonna seal the top all the way around. And then once you get to the post office, you're going to get the shipping label, put it on here, ship it, and that's it. And always make sure you have tracking. So that's all we have for you in this video. That's how you ship your sports cards to MNT Grading. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's super easy and simple. Make sure you smash a like button, subscribe. Today I'm cheating on Timmy's, so I got my McCafe, but that's gonna be it. So again, we're shipping all these cards that you see here on the screen, full transparency. Again, we're not aiming for all 9s and 10s. Some of these cards are old. That's what's going on, and we'll report to you back when things are done.